everybody, for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the 7th most popular project on all of Kickstarter. That is Mycelia. I want to give a quick shout out to the mini one-deck game and scorecards. Those are super stinking cool, by the way, if you're in the market for a deck of cards. But right now we're talking about Mycelia, the strategic mushroom game. It's for 1 to 4 players, 40 to 90 minutes for ages 10 plus. I love the fact I already know that. They put it there, nice, big bowl. I know I'm getting a light to medium weight-ish game, a dynamic competition for space and resources to create your own mushroom kingdom. I see that there's going to be real mushrooms, the death cap, the blue round head, the fly agaric, which means there's instantly going to be a market of people who are just more naturally inclined to like this game. What's up, Ricardo? Because they're specifically mentioning actual mushroom types. And the reason why I want to spotlight that is because I knew that they were actual mushroom types because they made the text big enough that I could see it. So kudos. Main image, I think it's fine. You got a box, you got some cards, you got the real stuff. Player count, time length, age. I'm sure there's something there that I'd love to see on there that I just don't know yet. But overall, I think it's a rock solid main image. As always, when we go to the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. $239.
Mycelia is a dynamic area control and resource management game. Designed for 1 to 4 players and plays for 40 to 60 minutes. It's all about the life cycle of fungi. Growing mushrooms to score points.
So first thing I'd do is I'd go in there and I'd switch that from 40 to 90 minutes to 40 to 60 minutes. Anytime there's something that's off in like the first, minute of me being on your video, that's just weird. It's not a big deal, but it's just, I thought it was 40 to 90. It's actually 40 to 60. Which one is it? I don't know. Let's go. Just a little thing.
Sporing those mushrooms to expand your mycelial network and eventually see them decay to unlock special actions. So let's take a closer look at Mycelia.
Abstract strategy-esque.
The player has 2 actions to perform on their turn.
Oh, yeah.
And only 6 options to choose from. The mother mushroom is your most versatile and useful piece in the game.
Staring
You
right
can
at that
move
camera.
your mother mushroom up to 2 spaces. This allows you to spore in new locations, collect bonuses, block other mushrooms, and steal other players' spores for your own.
I really like that shot right there. He was talking about some of the things you could do as you were moving, but as he was talking about the things that you could do while you were moving, he was actually doing those things right in front of me, and I understood the basic concepts of the game, which is great. Oh, I want to go over there and get that ant. Little things like that. And you say, oh, it's not a big deal. I see lots of companies who don't do that. They'll just talk over them doing different stuff on the board that's not, in fact, what they're talking about. And I feel like it's so much cleaner and smoother when they do it how this one is.
The board is created from individual triangle tiles.
I like the lamp in the background, by the way. I feel like that's a nice little touch there.
From individual triangle tiles, representing different nutrients and minerals.
Okay.
Each player has the ability to add more tiles on their turn, giving a unique board each time you play. Your mushrooms have a unique set of resource requirements to grow. The spores have to be connected in your mycelial network and must be grown on one of the tiles where a spore was used. The more complex the combination of resources, the higher the points.
Ooh, stuff on the bottom of the cards.
You can spore from your mother mushroom or one of your fruited mushrooms. The amount you spore is indicated on the card. The direction in which the
One little thing there that I did, they really tried to focus on the high quality of the cards. You can see like the little bumps right there. I mean, it's nice. I like it.
On the card. The direction in which the spores are dispersed is determined by the wind die. Your fruited mushrooms have a lifespan, and once they have spored twice, they now can decay. Reset your token and spore counter and slide the card under your
Inlaid
mat.
board.
Then perform any bonus
layered.
actions displayed on the flipped card.
Ooh, love it. Love it. That looks fun. I'm not an abstract strategy game fan. I don't particularly care about mushrooms, the different genomes of mushrooms, but this looks fun. I want to play it. Beautiful components of green.
Pick up a new mushroom card from the 3 displayed, or take a gamble and pick straight from the deck.
Ah, I like that. So this, it's not only you're looking at the top, but you're also looking at the bottom, and then you have the choice there. This is it feels familiar, but different, elegant, beautiful artwork, great looking components, even though this is the prototype, and they did mention this is the prototype. I feel like they're banging this video.
This is a battle for space and resources, because there's not mushroom.
I like it. I like it.
You'll need to grow as many mushrooms as you can to score points, as well as utilising your mother mushroom and decay actions in clever ways to be crowned king or queen of the fungi kingdom. Thanks for taking some time to explore Mycelia.
Okay. After the video, do I want it? Yeah, it looks fun. Looks fun. And if I'm a mushroom collector, if I like to do that sort of thing, I think it's even like plus grade. Like this is an A, this is an A. You get what I'm saying there. Can you do it? Not quite sure, but looking pretty impressive so far. Then how much is it? Don't know. We'll get into that. As always, when you get in the video, so here we go. UK-based board game publisher located on the sunny south coast of things. So we haven't done anything else before. So not necessarily a deal breaker, but always good to know. I'm sold. What a fun guy. What a fun guy. I like it. Mycelia is a dynamic game of tactics, a competition for space and resources. I got it. Short turns, strategic depth, solo mode, unique board every time, adjustable game length, high player interaction. Okay, spotlight some of the highlights here. Cool. It's just a joy to play it. For a first-time designer, I was seriously impressed. I guess that one's trying to like hammer home the fact that, oh, we haven't done anything, but this is still a solid game, but still like to know more. Mycelia seamlessly marries thematic richness with strategy, even in its prototype stage. Its visuals are a treat, exuding meticulous care and artistry. If you're seeking an engaging mix of intuitive yet deep gameplay, Mycelia could be a splendid addition to your collection. That look how like that feels like a hoity-toity quote to me. Like if you were like, oh, did you play that game? What'd you think about it? Oh man, it seamlessly marries thematic richness with strategy. Even like, and I had a prototype copy of it. Its visuals are a treat, They exuded meticulous care and artistry. I mean, I tell you what, if you're seeking an engaging mix of intuitive yet deep gameplay, Mycelia's could be a splendid addition to your collection. Like that just feels like a hoity-toity quote. Maybe that's because I'm a stupid American, but man, with this elegant blend of area control, resource management, and a sprinkling of luck. Here we go. Area control, resource management, sprinkling of luck. I already like Gary's quote a million times better than Wouter's quote. Just because, like, all brought to life by the most gorgeous artwork. Okay, don't care. Dynamic board. Okay. So I just want the price. Simple to learn, hard to master. This is a strategic, rich, and satisfying game. Having 2 out of the 6 actions per turn creates delightful decision dilemmas. Okay, it's action selection. I got it. But what actually is Mycelia? What's included? Here we go. 69 nice, unique mushroom cards. 50 triangle cards. 20 dual-layered player mats. 20 of them. Nice. 5 mats for each player. Cool. 4 mother mushrooms. 20 mushroom tokens. 120. So we got the cubes. We got the things. I'd love to see the price. And a player aid. That looks like a real nice player aid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So going over not only the 6 different actions, but on the back, it looks like some sort of different stuff. It looks like a fantastic player aid card. 2 Autonoma reference cards. Great. Cool. Just the price me here. I wish we just hit me right there with it. Why back Mycelia? This is the way. I would give you mumbo jumbo about Kickstarter exclusives and stretch goals, which I do have, by the way. But these take the time to read, and this to read this. No, and when it comes down to it, you're backing this because you want the game, and I want you to know what it got it. I got it. Just okay. Just hit me with the stuff that the price would be great. 2 Kickstarter exclusives. Expansion. Cool. Deluxe embossed slipcase. No one cares. Like, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'm just being tart here. I don't think that's the correct word. But who cares? Like, have you ever been like, oh man, this game's got a slipcase? Like, that to me is just the most useless junk that you're going to get with a board game. Like, have you ever gotten a game and be like, man, I'm glad this game has a slipcase? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Simple to learn and hard to master is an overused phrase to describe games. It is, but I do think it's useful because there's some games that are simple to master, and then you're like, oh, well, I pretty much know how I'm going to play this game every single time. Because there's tons of... I play games all the time where I'm like, there's nothing else for us to see. Like, we played it twice, and it's like, what else are we going to see? What's the most exciting thing that we're ever going to see out of this game ever again? So... yeah, it is overused, but I think it's important to denote. Art prints available in Pledge Manager. Cool if you're a big Mushroom fan. You need to play this. It's simply stunning, and I can't wait to see the final videos. You need to play this. It looks good. Can't wait to see the final one. That's what that quote says. Like, superfluous fluff. There's so much I absolutely loved about this game. I'd love to know what Ty loved about it. How to play. Ooh, okay. We're back on the right track now. $12.50. Straight up. Should have you up and running. You don't even need to read the rules. Love it. 1 to 4 player games. Now we're going into the actions once again, which we already did in the video. Rule booklet, fantastic. Is this another? Oh, it's a tutorial, so we got 2 how to plays. Such an amazing, interactive, and dynamic game. I really like the idea of spores being variable resources and how the board state is constantly changing. I'm done with quotes. I just want the price. Autonoma, that's good. It's good stuff. Solo variant. Ooh, how to play the solo variant.
Oh, hi there. On your turn.
Beautiful. Love it. There are 2 how to play videos from 2 different people, and there's a 3rd how to play video of a solo. Excellent. Pledge tiers. 40. So here we go. I feel like this is buried, really buried. Because $50, that's a great price. I don't think people are going to think twice about that price. Honestly, I would put that price on the marquee. I go back to the marquee and I thought, you know, it's a solid marquee. I don't have an issue with the marquee. But if you just slid in $50 in there, and I know you're like, well, it's $40 in my currency. Well, nobody cares about your currency because the majority of people here are from the United States of America. He predicted. Yeah, because that's just how it works most of the time. And I'm not trying to sound like demeaning other countries. It's just typically on Kickstarter, the majority of people who back your project are going to be from the United States. And if they're not, that means you screwed up in some way, shape, or form. Just most of the time. So yeah, I would totally, I would make that, you know, just put that little cross there like you did there, but just make it bigger. Not a big deal. I would also raise this way higher because $50, that's a great price, especially in the land of $150, $200 every single day. It seems like I see. So this is the base game. This is the one with the thing you're going to want. I don't care about the cotton bags. I don't care about the art prints. Lumping together slip cases and art prints and unnecessary cotton bags with the one thing I'm going to want. Hopefully this is an add-on. Still, that being said, it's only a $19 bump up, which is not that bad when you realize the MSRP is $60 typically. The components look nice. The artwork looks nice. So I imagine that is going to be the most popular pledge level deluxe art edition. No chance in hell I see this as the most popular pledge level. And if it is the most popular pledge level, I'm going to give them a half-point grade bump up for how they marketed this game. Because, yeah, I imagine if this is the most popular pledge level, then they really were like fine-tuning their marketing to focus on mushroom collectors. But let's go check it out. Oh, and the opulent edition. Oh, so fancy. So I don't like the fact that this just kind of got sprung on us. You know, because this is huge. Add a personal engraving? Wow, that's so nice. It just feels like it's kind of just, like, I would have at least mentioned that in the video somewhere. But let's take a look at these pledge levels. I'm very curious. And the stretch goals, I'd bump higher. I always say this. When you launch a Kickstarter, what's your goal? Your goal is to fund your Kickstarter. Once you've funded your Kickstarter, what's your goal? It's to hit stretch goals to make your game better, more exciting. So I would totally put that higher. But let's check it out. So 420 people, also nice, sitting on the fence. Retailers only, dang, 56. Go you! Wow, that's a great number for retailers. So 1,067 people at the standard edition, 4,499 people at the deluxe edition, because, you know, it's Kickstarter, and then the art special edition 623. At least sanity prevails there. And then here we got 38 people at the fancy dancy box. I thought honestly that would be a little bit higher, but $734 for your abstract strategy game in which I've never played. That's a real hard sell. That's a real hard sell unless you're just like a die-hard mushroom enthusiast. Having a forage. Back to the show your support, receive updates, and participate in the comments. Oh, so this was it's weird. Okay, whatever. There's only one. Stretch goals. Wooden endgame tokens seizing that sweet victory. So I will say kudos to them. They got the majority of people on the pledge level in which they wanted, which obviously they would love it if it was the one of these two. But let's be quite frank. Most people are not going to want, you know, posters of their board games, especially a non-proven commodity and art prints and whatnot. But they did. They sold 4,000 of these stupid sleeves and cloth bags and whatnot. And I imagine that's, like, you got to think about it. Those are not terribly expensive to print, especially if you're putting a big order like that. So kudos to them. All right, larger wooden die. Cool tray insert, custom designed box insert. So neat, so tidy, so satisfying. Gloss varnish box finish, inside box printing, box quality, flocked tray insert. Ooh, flocked tray. I didn't even know that was a word. Rulebook paper quality, thicker wooden tokens. So we're just making the components nicer. Card stock, card finish, thicker tokens, mycelium tray. Wow. Okay. Wow, that is a huge jump there. Tell me you ran out of stretch goals without telling me you ran out of stretch goals when we jump by 415,000 Pounds. That's pounds. No, it's euros because it looks like an E. Social goals about the designer. Wait, do we have social goals? Because it doesn't look very exciting. Your social goal is to go for a walk in the countries with a friend. Okay, we're going the humorous route, whatever. Shipping me. Ship me. We got the video dump. No, there's only 2. This game is absolutely stunning. If I'm honest, the artwork and style are what attracted me to the game at first, but the gameplay is what will keep me hooked. The game is truly wonderful. Superfluous fluff. Mycelia is a perfect blend of both beautiful components and great strategic gameplay. This is a game I want to play over and over. So once again, just fluff on all these quotes. Shipping. Here we go. $10. So now I'm looking at a $59 game, a buck under MSRP. You're talking about your fulfillment partner. Cool. Good. I don't know who Games Quest is, but I'm sure if you do, that makes you feel more comfortable. I always think it's a good thing to mention. And $7 in the UK. Okay, I would bump this higher. I always think the shipping should be bumped higher. Because I feel like really your video was rock solid, and then your price is rock solid as well. $59 in and out the door, and then what's it jump to? 70 something or other once we get this fancy run, that the box sleeve or whatever. All right. Will the game be available in any languages? Probably. Currently, no, but that may change. Yeah, I imagine it probably will. Oh no, there's a lot of text on there. I was going to say it's abstract strategy, but no, there's actually a good deal of text. Ooh, that was the question. Yes. Will you be able to add on the Australia expansion in the Pledge Manage? Yeah, is that spelled right? I think that Australasia? Well, I know Australia is no longer Australia, my kid told me. It's now Oceania. Like they changed it or something, the name of the continent. But I don't know if that's a typo or what's going on. But either way, not a big deal. Unfortunately not. It creates a more complicated shipping process. Ew. Gross. So if I want to get the extra cards, which I obviously want to do, I have to buy the bags, the box sleeve, and the Sting art prints. That sucks. Half point grade bump down. I hate that. It's, yeah. 6,000. Like that's just, like you're forcing people to buy crap they're just going to get rid of. Now, granted, they're only going to get rid of half of it. They'll keep the bags, put it in there, but the box sleeve, like, come on. Mycelia preview event, cool. Try it out. I've got to say, a special deck including psychoactive fungi would be amazing. I'm not sure why I'm writing this at 20 to 2 a.m., but it would be a fantastic bonus item. Say cards with psychoactive and lethal powers. Yeah, it sounds like a really fun expansion. That's the perfect location. I hope no snakes show up. Cool. So we got people in here engaged. Okay. I'd ask people a question, get them a little bit more engaged, but whatevs. Especially about mushrooms. I don't know how many of these people. So let's check. Actually, we can check in the community how many new people there are to Kickstarter. 502. That's a pretty solid number. Like that's a really solid number. It's like 7%, somewhere around that. That's a ballpark estimate, but that's nice. Good for them. Thanks to everyone for backing and your kind words below. That's the pin one. Would it be possible to get an A2 poster art print? Yeah, the Pledge Manager. So that's the one thing. It doesn't feel like the add-on section. Was there an add-on section at all? No. That'd be nice. Nitpick. All right, final grade. Do I want it? Yes, I do. And I don't even like typically this style of game, this abstract strategy style game, because at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. But it looks like it's so thematic that it bucks that a little bit, at least in my brain. Can you do it? Yeah, I'll give you that. You got all your ducks in a row. You got $444,000, and I imagine, you know, you just bamboozled people with this stupid slipcase and the extra card arts and all this crap. So no problems there. Can you do it? And then how much is it? It seems reasonably priced. I'd get to it a lot earlier. Was there a rule booklet? Yeah, I thought I saw one. That's a great question. Honestly, with 2 how to play videos and a solo how to play video, like I was like, I didn't care nearly as much. There it is. Read the rule booklet. Good question though. I normally poo-poo on me. So it is there if you want to take a gander at that. It's in Adobe. Don't typically see that. 9 pages. Yeah, once again. Common questions on the back. All right, looks fine. And then that's solo. So it's really 7 pages. So it's 6 pages. It's a 6-page rules, but I wasn't expecting terribly complex. Final grade. I think it's solid. Solid grade. Video. Solid. Everything seems solid. I'm going to go with a B+, A- range, I'm thinking in. Really hate the fact that you're forcing people to buy slip covers and a bunch of art prints when all they probably want, and I shouldn't say everyone, but let's be quite frank. Majority, I think that's safe to say, would probably just rather buy those 18 cards. But still, I'm going to go with a B+ on this one. Ricardo's going with an A. Man, maybe I'm just too hard on box sleeves, box slip covers. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a B plus. No, there was 2 how to play videos. Yeah, I'm A minus. I'm an A minus. Rock solid. Rock solid first entry from what is it? Split Stone Games. I'm excited to see what they do in the future. Excited to see how this game turns out. Reasonably priced. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, make sure to check this one out. Also, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. So originally, at the beginning of the year, my goal was to hit 17,000 subscribers to make it my biggest year ever. That would mean that I would have more subscribers in this year than I've ever had. And currently, I'm sitting at like 21,000. I had a plumbing video go absolutely gaga crazy. So now my new goal, I guess, is 25,000. This is uncharted territory. Can I have your... Can you have your... And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.